All right, what's up, guys? So I'm fixing to do a swap. I have the Banks cold air intake, hot and cold boost pipes. I also have the Derringer, which is right here, and then I have the iDash kit. And the harness that it came with has been giving me issues. I've been shooting codes and stuff, so I'm fixing to replace the harness. So that's my next move right now. I'm gonna do a little bit of video content showing you how I remove the old harness and put in a new one. Y'all stay tuned. Things first, we need a stepping ladder because this truck's a little bigger than me. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get, I wanna say it was an 8mm if I'm not mistaken. It might have been an 8, it might have been a 10, but I'm pretty sure it was an 8. Let me try a 10 first. And that's not gonna work. And it was a 10. So we're gonna disconnect the negative side on this side because it's easy to access, and then we're gonna disconnect the positive side on that side because it's easier to access. And that's gonna basically kill the entire truck. And with the entire truck being dead, that's when we can start removing the harness. And I'll show you the harness. It comes from here. This is where the bypass kit is. And I zip tied it because I like my stuff looking pretty. And it runs through here. I think here is the fuel control module, or the fuel control sensor, and then all the other wires run through there. We're gonna pull that out. We're gonna throw it in a bucket of tannerite, and we're gonna blow it up at 100 yards. And then we're gonna put the new one in. Got it? All right, so positive side is off on this side. Negative side is off on that side. We'll find out. We'll turn lights on. No rock lights or watermelon lights, and truck won't lock or unlock, which means we're completely dead. So now's the time I'm gonna go in. If y'all wanna follow along, I'm gonna keep recording and we're gonna pull the entire harness out now that I set all these things out of the way. All right, so I'm unplugging one by one. Some of these are a little tougher than the others, but as we progress in cutting all these out, I gotta remove all the zip ties that I put in as well. So you can see that I try my best to do a fairly clean job whenever I do any of these type of installs, just because I'm weird like that, but also because it just looks cleaner. So did I unplug the wrong side on that one? So we're gonna get this. Try not to lose all these zip ties, and then we're gonna unclip that one. All right, I forgot it has to where it ties off and it still reads all your temperatures and everything that it's supposed to. So we're gonna run all these this way, and we're gonna keep going. I'm not gonna let y'all, oop, dang, that thing popped me right in the face. I'm not gonna record all of it just simply because it's probably be kind of boring to watch me pull all these pins. And that one's stuck. But we're gonna go ahead and get all these off, and you can follow my line this way. It goes down right here. There's one more tapped into the side of the motor, and then to here, and I'm gonna pull this harness completely out. All right, so I got a pretty dark spot that I can't see what I'm doing. And I forgot for Father's Day, my youngest boy got me this LED multifunction cob work light. And I haven't had a chance to use it. So I'm kind of excited to try it out. Apparently it links together too, which I think is pretty cool. And hopefully it turns on. Oh, bro, fire. So check that out. And it's magnetic. And I can see. And it came with two. That's what I'm talking about. Boy, if I could sell this product to you, I'd try. Check this out. So now we got two pieces of light, and I need to get to this sensor right here, and this is going to be the one I unplug and tap in. So stay tuned. All right, so I had to move the lights around a little bit more, but I was able to get the last piece of the harness out. And this is the entire harness. And now that we got that out, we're not going to need this bypass kit no more, because I have the other, let me see, I have this kit with the Derringer that I'm going to be able to plug in. So with this, I'm gonna run this section back into that corner, and I should be able to plug everything in as of now. Once I untangle that, the Derringer will go plugged in here. And I already have this one wire running into the interior, which is plugged into my I-dash. And we'll line these circles up and then lock it into place as such. And what I did is I kept it here just so that way it's quicker to take it off whenever I need to, if I need to take the truck in. But now I'm gonna rerun all my harness again until all the same location that I pulled everything, which is here. And then all those, if you can see those unplugged there. And then we'll plug everything back in. So be right back. All right, so I got all these ran. You can see where this is the fuel rail sensor, and I have all my zip ties that I put on. Now I'm cleaning off. And you can see where my wires run along this tubing, which this tubing doesn't get hot. It's the only reason I ran it here. So everything's pretty much tapped in. Now I'm gonna roll these up, plug all my stuff back in, and we shall see. All right, so ran all my plug harnesses. Now we got to start zip tying. So we're gonna clean all the rest of that up. And Amari's over here telling secrets, guys. Sad day.
Get away from you.
But we're gonna do all the zip ties to clean all the wire harness up, and then we'll plug the batteries back in and see if she turns on. Hopefully she does. All right, guys, so I am a stickler for stuff like this, so I am trying my best to make it look as good as I possibly can. So I try to make it line up with all the factory wiring. And obviously this is gonna be a little uneven, but we're gonna run this with here to make it look all factory. I don't know if you can see all that, but it's already zip tied in place. So it runs with all the factory harness. And then I'm gonna run this way, and then I'm gonna roll this section up, and I'm gonna tuck it down here, so it should look pretty smooth. All right, guys, so the wiring harness is plugged into here, which is my FRP, my map sensor, and then through here it goes down to my rails, my fuel rail sensors, and then it runs along here. I rolled this up as neat as I possibly could to keep it out of the way, and then my Derringer is here, which runs into here and goes into my I-dash, which I don't know if you can see, but it's here. But now we're gonna go ahead and start plugging the batteries back in. Ooh, spicy. And tightening everything up, and then we'll try to turn the truck on in a little bit. All right, so everything's back on, amp wire and all that's there. We're gonna set that out of the way. Move all this off. And yes, I have a mess, don't mind me. We're gonna get all this out of the way. And moment of truth. See if she turns on. Let's see if we get any codes.
All the codes.
Other than my tire sensor, which I have the sensors out already. I just need to put them in. We don't have no other codes. This thing turned on the way it was supposed to. It's been giving me issues. And let's see if it picks up for the Derringer. Yep, Derringer's picked up. Let's turn that mug up to 6. Pedal monster, torque 6. I mean, it picked up the Derringer a lot faster than it did last time, so. And the truck is on. Everything's plugged in properly. Batteries are connected again. And you can see Rabbit. Yeah, turbo's cool. But it's running. Just got to clean up all my stuff and put everything back together the way it was, and I think we're good to go, guys. All right, guys, so we got it started. I'm gonna take it for a little test drive and see what she does, and we'll see how she responds with the Derringer and the Banks pedal monster in it. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to my phone, I'm gonna go to my Banks app, and I'm gonna sync my pedal monster and my I-dash. And we're gonna see how we could turn up this thing real quick. I-dash paired. I don't even remember how to access the Derringer. So we have the Derringer, and so this will be my pedal monster and this will be my Derringer. My Derringer is at level 5 already. And then I'll have my RPM, which is here, my boost, my load, and my battery. And we're gonna see how she responds. Let's get her on the open road real quick. All right, so I'm gonna get on this little straightaway right here, and then I'm gonna punch it at about 20, and we're gonna see how she responds. And again, we have our boost gauge here, so it'll tell us. Dang, so much pressure, I just blew my boost pipe. That was quick. Y'all hear how cool that sounded though? So I'm gonna have to drive slow back. I don't know if you hear that, but boost pipe is gone on the hot side, so I'm gonna have to limp it back home. But I'm pretty sure I hit 30 pounds of boost as soon as I punched it, which tells me that I'm hitting higher boost with that Derringer in it. So we'll see. All right guys, so I was pulling my inner fender liner because the hot end goes there, but I told my son to open up the hood, and what do you know, that's where it popped. So we're gonna try to reconnect it, do another pull, and see what happens. All right, so we moved this over a little bit. That side should still be good because it's on the other side of the ridge. These pipes on the bottom should still be good. But we're gonna try to go do another pull, see if we can blow another one up. All right, so got the boost pipe connected again, and we're gonna go run another pull, see what we can do. All right, we're getting back to the same spot, try to get around 20 miles an hour, and then we'll pull it again. So jumpy. Run it. Freaking slow. So we're gonna do a pull on the highway and hope we don't blow another boost pipe, because if we blow a boost pipe, we're gonna have to limp it all the way back to the ranch, and that's not gonna be fun at all. But I'm gonna stomp my foot on the ground this time. I didn't do that on the last time. I kind of eased into it, and we'll see what happens. Oh, 90. That's pretty quick. So not gonna lie, being on 38s definitely makes this big old brick feel like it's not moving at all. But I mean, considering I'm on a 5-inch lift and a 3/4 ton truck on 38s, from the video I think it took about 6 seconds to get to 80, 90 plus. I mean, because my speedometer being off, I think at 80 I'm rolling 88, so at 90 I'm probably at 100. It's not too bad considering how big this truck is. Now, if you got your truck deleted, your L5P deleted, I want to see a pull on it, and I want to see how fast you're getting to 90. And obviously you're not governed after you got tuned and everything, but it'd be cool to see that, because I feel like this can do way better. And highest I'm getting is 26 PSI on my boost. I thought I was pulling harder than that because I've done plenty of pulls and gotten 28 without the tune or the Derringer within it. So I don't know if I need to mess around with my settings. Oh, I missed the turn. I don't know if I need to mess around with the settings, but something's got to give because this thing don't feel as fast. We'll be back. All right, so I'm gonna go back to my Banks app and I'm gonna connect my pedal monster. I'm gonna turn my pedal monster to the max, and I'm also gonna turn my Derringer to the max, and we're gonna do a couple pulls like that. So Derringer up to 6 and pedal monster. Is it gonna go? Well, let's go here. We're gonna connect this. I don't know if y'all can see that, but now we're on the pedal monster, and I'm gonna go to high performance. Input must be 0 to change settings. 0 pedal monster. So no, I'm gonna stop real quick. So let's see. Oh no, we got people behind us, so I'm not gonna be able to do what I want to do. Pedal input must be 0 to change settings. So we'll check that in a minute. So I'm gonna stop real quick and we're gonna pedal out the monster. Let's see, torque, and we're gonna turn it all the way up to 10. So now we're here, torque curve, high performance, close that, launch trim, we're gonna turn mid launch and aggressive launch. So we're gonna do that. Torque response below 10. So we got the pedal monster turned up, we got the I-dash turned up, and now let's go do another pull and see what we can do. Oh yeah, that feels way different already. Let's get to this straight away. So it said torque is best below 10, so we're gonna punch it. I mean, it definitely felt a little different. What do you think? All right, let's watch it again. .6. 85. I don't even know how fast that was. I'm gonna have to go catch it. And that's because I'm in the middle of regen, guys. So I don't know if maybe that has a difference of why it's responding the way it's responding. I mean, but it's still picking up pretty quick, I think. Y'all. All right, so that's a couple pieces. That's after installing the Derringer with the second, I forgot what he said. It was like it was basically a remake of the wiring harness, because my Derringer just was not getting accepted by this whole kit that I have, which is the pedal monster, the I-dash, and the Derringer, and the harness was giving me issues. So we pulled the old harness, as you've seen, and we installed the new harness, and now the truck's definitely pulling. I feel a little bit harder, definitely a lot more low end torque, but I don't know, I feel like before I installed the Derringer, I was hitting 28 psi on my boost, and I think the highest this time on that second pull that I just did was 26.6 or something. So I don't know. I'm gonna message the guys from Derringer, because I've been back and forth with them since we've been having these issues, and we'll see what they say. And appreciate everybody watching. And guys, if you deleted your L5P like mine, I want to see some videos. Show me. I want to see if you were pulling way harder than I am, because that might be everything I need to go delete mine. All right, peace out. So video's done. Just wanted to show off my truck. Ha! But white and blue or amber. I don't know. I like both of them, to be honest with you. But again, y'all make sure to comment. Y'all make sure if you got your truck deleted, I want to see it.